bent on overthrowing the U.S. government. And members of Congress who were sympathetic...
Rachel, this speech is boring and paranoid. Can you explain why you promoted the Steele... Why did you promote the Steele dossier, which has been proven to be a lie? Why did you promote the lie of Russian bounties?
Come on, let's go.
Can you ever be held accountable for the lies you told Americans for years and years and years? You lied to Americans for years.
Let's go.
Silence is violence, Rachel.
You're out. You're out. It is bad.
Let's go.
There you go. You want my badge?
Thank you.
Here you go. I'm walking
In
out
fact,
with
we
you.
can go this way.
Which one?
Elevator right here.
Rachel Maddow refusing to answer questions about lying about the Steele dossier, lying about Russian bounties, and doing a paranoid speech claiming Nazism is afoot in America.
Yes, I don't know if you have seen this. Deranged Rachel Maddow on The View claiming that Trump wants to execute MSNBC for treason. I don't know if you have seen this segment. It is crazy. These people have always stand up to go against Trump. On this same video, Twitter user Douglas sentenced to 7 months in prison after being found guilty of election interference for making memes disparaging Hillary Clinton. Very concerning. If you can see what is going on from afar, then you will know what is happening here.
Mention Trump. Is there no one in the party they can find to put up for the next election besides this criminal?
Are you busy? Are you busy?
I wouldn't get it.
You wouldn't do it. I wouldn't wish it on you, I suppose.
You know, all of them are falling in line. They have the same rap, all of them, except for Chris Christie, who then said today he would back Jim Jordan if he were in the Congress.
Yeah.
So, yeah, he did.
Yeah, he did.
I saw him on
He did.
MSNBC this morning, yeah.
I mean, the Republican Party right now has to make a decision, and it's their decision to make. We have party processes for a reason. But ultimately, if you listen to what Trump is saying, you don't just sort of regard him as a spectacle, but you really listen to what he's saying.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He's basically portraying a future for America if he is put back in the White House in which we don't have another election after that.
That's right.
Because the elections are all rigged, that the democratic process can't be trusted, that Congress should just work for him, the Justice Department should just work for him. That's a strongman form of government. That's not what we have.
He'd cancel the news, like the news are done.
He wants to put MSNBC on trial for treason so that he can execute us. I mean, this is...
And he will put Rudy Giuliani on the Supreme Court.
If he makes it that long, sure.
Yeah.
I mean, it is... the Republican Party is, if they're going to elevate somebody like that to represent their party in a general election, not only do we have a 50-50 shot of him being back in the White House, any major party nominee has a 50% shot, but the Republican Party will have to reckon with that till the end of time in terms of what they did to this country.
I want to ask this question. Why is Russia panicking? This is one of the reasons you will see people that don't like Trump to go back to the White House is just for similar reasons like these. If you know you are not guilty, why should you be panicking? It means MSNBC is doing something that Trump can do, to pull them down.
Heading into this, that he was planning to make these remarks. We are prepared for his pre-fundraiser remarks tonight to again be essentially a Trump campaign speech. Because of that, we do not intend to carry these remarks live. As we have said before in these circumstances, there is a cost to us as a news organization to knowingly broadcast untrue things. We are here to bring you the news. It hurts our ability to do that if we live broadcast what we fully expect in advance to be a litany of lies and false accusations, no matter who says them. And I do not say this with any glee. I hope it is clear that this is not a glib...
You can see how she struggled to backtrack her lies on air. This is not the first time she has spread misinformations and it went viral. She will do a segment to backtrack that. There has never been a single segment these people will put up without mentioning Trump. I understand it is for their ratings. If you go through MSNBC, just for a single day, you will see how they are mentioning Trump's names like 100 times. Every segment is always to go after Trump. It is like they created this news network, to go after him. Russia has been doing that for a very long time, and now panicking on the view how Trump can jail them for treason. It is because they know what they have been doing. If you have been doing the right thing, this should not bother you. Joining the view because they all stand for the same thing, it is something we actually don't even look into it. Yes, I did not want to play this video to a certain length. When you take a look at this article, Maddow was on the view to hawk her new book, Prequel, An American Fight Against Fascism, trying the American right to parallel with the rise of European fascism, and to discuss the topics of the day, including the 2024 presidential election. According to her, if you really listen to what Trump was saying, he was pitching an American rule by him with no elections ever again. I mean, the Republican Party right now has to make a decision, and it's their decision to make. We have party processes for a reason, but ultimately, if you listen to what Trump is saying, you don't sort of regard him as a spectacle, but listen to what he is saying. He is basically portraying a future for America. If he is put back in the White House, in which we don't have another election after that, of course, her unsupported claims and dumb saying got the approval from the entire case, including for Halisa. She provided no evidence for that disturbing accusations. Maddow then lashed out at the Republican Party because they will be the ones to supposedly enable her incendiary hypothetical. If you are going to elevate somebody like that to represent their party in a general election, the Republican Party will have to reckon with that till the end of time in terms of what they did to the country. Okay, now take a look at this. Russia did not provide any evidence for saying this. You cannot just get up, you say, oh, this person want to put MSNBC behind bars without evidence of what you're saying. Or what even triggered you to say this, I don't understand. Sometimes, when I see consecutives like Alisa signing up to side with her, I really wonder if this girl is a consecutive, because from all angles, it's like she is not part of the party.